Pick your mans up.
And just because people used to come through shooting at us every day. And this block, words can't even explain, man. Can't even explain.
Yeah, man. Blue School Valley, 05 way on money. Young Money, man. They in the building.
600 boy LA, man. LA Capone, man. Get it to him, man. OC2 boys, man. Team
Lonzo number 9, man. Number 9 shooter, you hear me?
Hey, bitch, this little bitch. Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with you? Hey, I am Brick Squad. Yeah, Brick Squad, boy. What the fuck is you talking about, bro?
You have to be willing to die or go to jail for 100 years if that's the lane that you're stepping in. You have to understand that whether you 15, 16, you got to think like a man. You know what I'm saying?
So don't be in it. Oh, you're not? Why does everybody say you're only 16 years old?
They say what they want to say.
How old
How old are you?
300.
Gakirah Barnes aka K.I., or Lil Snoop, grew up on mob territory. When she was younger she saw her brother getting killed in front of her. When she got older she moved to Jaro City. When she grew older she mostly hang around boys and became good friends with Mikado from 600, who was cool with a few mob members at the time. She also dated Mikado for a while. She also had relations with Boss Smooth, Jill, Tutu and King Lil J. K.I. later became good friends with Tuka, and met his older brother C-Ball. During this time, around 2010, she wasn't shooting people or playing with guns yet, but she did fight other girls from O Block and TYMB. O Block wasn't made yet, but we going to call it that anyways. When Tuka died she started to find interest in drilling on STL's ops. Tuka's older brother C-Ball coached her to go do hits on TYMB. On Tuka's birthday she was out with FBG Butta, who had shot at ops before. They ran into OD and shot him of his bike. Back when this happened no one really believed that a girl actually did this to OD, who was a top member from Wick City. But shortly after, word got around town that she had shot up TYMB, followed up by shooting up O Block and 600. She became a big problem to the ops. K.I. got addicted to shooting and killing. It was like a hobby for her. K.I. didn't only shoot at guys from rival sets, she also shot at females. She once tried to kill T-Roy's cousin but she ended up snitching on K.I., but luckily K.I. got away with it. Once the set 800 got more popular and began beefing with STL, Abo and other members from 800 jumped Gakirah. But the next day, K.I. went to their block and shot at several members from 800. Because of that, the beef between 800 and STL heated up. The following week, Boss Smooth from 800 shot up FBG Duck's house. Several other shootings occurred after that. K.I.'s influence was very strong. For example, she trained Taekwon how to rob and shoot with guns, as well as other younger Jaro City and STL members. Shortly after Taekwon died, she let the shorties have target practice on O Block. It wasn't until Boss Trell got killed that K.I. figured the shorties weren't able to handle O Block. 800 became the new target practice. Soon the set Taekwon World was made. It consisted of the shorties that K.I. had trained herself. After killing the innocent man, J-Money and the drug dealer, and after shooting up O Block, TYMB and 600 several times, she became extremely feared and targeted by the ops. Over time she became more based on shooting, which is why her image by the news wrongfully claimed she killed at least 20 people. However, she did get so good at shooting that she learned how to never get caught. But her reputation and her name in the streets got more popular. Just like with D. Rose, CPD had to do something to book her and get her off the streets. But she was different than D. Rose. She hadn't done any real time in jail, and she was equally dangerous. After Lil B was killed by CPD on March 28, 2014, she was ready to catch another body, whether it was someone from a block, DYMB, 600 or even a police officer. It ended up with her killing Blood Money from Front Street. It wasn't until D. Rose uploaded a video, referring to Lil B as Lil Bitch, that she began looking for him, but by herself. An officer who was familiar with her, but actually was cordial with her, caught her wandering towards King Drive by herself, and advised her to go back home because it was dangerous. Days later, on April 11, 2014, she was killed while walking with Buddha, right by the gun line between a block and STL. King Von, Big A and T-Roy put 9 shots in her jaw, neck and chest. The next day, guys like Lil J and Buddha rode with Wooski to go shoot up a block. By the year 2015, Taekwon World was in full effect. Guys that KI had trained like Lil Bubba, LC, DB, Richie Jerk were making a lot of noise, causing damage on 800, O Block, Front Street and 600. The next generation was taking over. KI was later avenged by her brother, G.I. Joe, and by Can't Get Right after they killed Big A, and by TB who killed T-Roy. King Von is still alive though, and STL/EBT want him bad. Even more now when FBG Duck got killed.